Hey guys, welcome back to Full Circle with Joyce. Now, about 4.7 million people are suffering from depression and other forms of mental illness in Kenya, with only less than 100 psychiatrists present. But how can we make treatment more accessible? And here to tell us about an app that provides a solution through your smartphone is Ann Kiza Gakunu from Inuka Wellness. Karibu sana to the show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here this morning. She's the Chief Brand Officer at Inuka Wellness. So first of all, just tell us what this Inuka Wellness is about.
Okay, well, I was happy to hear you say those figures. So Inuka actually came into the Kenyan market to bridge the gap to mental health and help people get affordable, accessible, and anonymous help. So Inuka was designed actually by Professor Chibanda, who's a psychiatrist, and he developed a way for everyday people to actually be taken through problem-solving therapy and get quality mental health care.
All right.
Yes.
And before the big question there, what are we doing about it? That there was a clip from a recent meeting that was held, actually. Was this the one with the county government?
So this was the first mental health conference organized by the Ministry of Health.
Okay, the
Yeah.
Ministry of Health,
Yes.
Not even the Nairobi County government. Yeah, and so that again remains. What are we doing about it? We've talked a lot about mental health, and more people are beginning to speak out and to share their experiences. But then the question is, okay, so we're creating this awareness. Now, what do we do? What's the next step as far as trying to address this issue that is affecting so many people? As I said earlier, 4.7 million people suffering from depression and other forms of mental illness in Kenya. That's about 1 in 4 persons, was another statistic that was read out in that clip. And that in Africa, I believe it's in Africa, every 40 seconds a suicide is committed. So just in between the moments we came back from that clip, someone has taken their own life because of a mental health issue. 800,000 deaths in Africa per year. Those are very startling statistics, aren't they?
They are. And I think which is what we're trying to alleviate right now is WHO actually says you should have 10 mental health workers per 100,000 people. Currently in Kenya, we have 1 or even below 1 for 100,000 people.
Wow.
So most people are not able to access mental health support. And what we find is that they're not able to easily catch the early symptoms of mental disease and therefore get treatment quick enough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's something that you emphasized when you were introducing Inuka Wellness. You said that you're seeking for it to be affordable, accessible, and anonymous. And so talk us through what you guys are actually doing, how you're trying to now address this, because it is a digital solution that you've actually found.
Yeah, so our big thing was to make it scalable. So anybody, whether in a rural area or just unable to move, it may be due to funding or any other issue, would be able to get help at the touch of a button. So we are downloadable. We're an app, so you can download it and you are given an alias name, so you are anonymous. And from there, it becomes very easy to actually take what we call a mental self-assessment test, where somebody can actually identify their mental health status. A lot of people say, I'm stressed or I'm not feeling well, but they actually don't know how to put it into words. So this test actually helps you gauge where you are and if you are at risk of a mental health or any kind of stress or burnout.
So this is an app that literally anybody should download.
Yes.
It's not targeted necessarily to any specific persons.
Yeah, so it's all age groups. I mean, we have people all the way from 18 to 25 and 25 to 45 and even beyond that.
Whether or not you've struggled with any sort of mental health issue or not.
Exactly. So we're really trying to advocate mental health as a lifestyle, just the way we have a physical body and we have physical health.
Where you go to the dentist and have a checkup or a
Exactly.
physical checkup,
Yeah.
have a mental health
Yes,
checkup
we
as
all
well.
have a mind, so we all need to take care of our mental well-being.
Interesting. And speaking about the affordability, what sort of challenges do people currently face trying to address mental health issues?
Yeah, so affordability is a big issue. It's not currently covered by insurance. So you find people are very hesitant to actually go seek help because it's expensive, and they know that it will have an impact later down the line.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Is there any work ongoing to have it covered by insurance?
There is. I think we're still very far away from that, which is why Inuka Wellness came into the market, and we're really keen to actually make it affordable. So currently, you can book a session for as little as 625 shillings.
Okay.
So very affordable to the everyday person.
And the session, is it taking place on phone or it's like a physical meeting?
Yeah, so it's all online chats. So you have one-on-one online chats with an Inuka Wellness expert. So they're trained in problem-solving therapy. So at your own time, in your own convenience, you can log on your phone and have a one-on-one chat.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is this app only in Kenya?
It's actually available also in Zimbabwe and some countries in Europe.
So how do you then assure, the users of the app that their information and their struggles are safe on the app, right? Because here you're chatting with someone you've never seen, don't know who they are. What sort of measures are you taking to sort of encourage those who are chatting that they can be free and they can be open on that platform?
Yeah, so we're very big on quality control. So even when people are chatting with an Inuka Wellness expert, we actually have a psychologist who supervises all chats to make sure that any confidential information is kept confidential.
Yeah. So the people who are behind, are they also psychologists?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's a psychologist.
Well, not
just-
everyone, but we basically have our method. So we have experts, which are the ones who do the chats, but psychologists are supervisors.
Okay.
They actually make sure that they're reading the chats to make sure there's no breach of privacy.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that they're counseling them in the appropriate way.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. And I guess the anonymity factor also is quite important here, because then someone doesn't have to worry that my name is on that app and now my story, you just find it on some blog someplace, the anonymity certainly does help with that as well.
Exactly, especially in the workplace setting. So you have burnout now, which is becoming a phenomenon. And a lot of employees feel overworked and overstressed, and many of them do not feel comfortable going to HR and discussing whatever mental challenges they may be facing. So we are actually running burnout prevention programs for companies so that their employees can have an anonymous and safe space to come and chat with our experts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the accessibility. So one would require a smartphone to use this.
Yeah.
Okay. When was this rolled out? Has it been rolled out yet?
Yes, it has. So we actually launched with the mental health conference. So we
Okay.
launched on the sidelines of it.
Okay.
And now we are available countrywide.
Great.
Yeah.
And people are already taking up
Yeah,
the app.
exactly. People are downloading, they're taking their mental self-assessment test, and they are sharing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, you said to download it, all one needs to do is just go to either their Apple Store or their Google Play
Yeah,
Store.
go to Google Play Store and look for Inuka Wellness, download the app, and you can sign up with an email address, and from there do your self-assessment test completely free.
Right. Okay. So the self-assessment test has no charge to it.
No, it's
So
free.
what charges would be applied? It's just for booking the sessions?
Exactly, for booking the sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. And how confident, I guess, are you guys about this being? It sounds like a fantastic solution too, especially because you can do it whatever hour. Like, I don't have to be seen walking into a hospital or walking into a therapist's office. I could literally be doing this, in my room in the middle of the night. Is it a 24/7?
Yeah, 24 hours. So
Okay.
you actually get to book the time, the date, and select the expert you want to speak with. So it's really your convenience. Yeah.
Wow. Guys, do remember to send in your feedback and comments to 22999. That's our SMS line. You can also reach me on social media at SwitchTVKE on Instagram, at SwitchTV Kenya on Facebook and Twitter. And at Joyce Omondi across all platforms as well. And let me just shout out to you guys here. Baban Jambi says, good morning, tuned in from Nyahururu. I also have someone here saying, Iman James says, are they only targeting urban people, or can this also get to Mashinani?
Yeah, so everybody. So as long as you have a smartphone for now, you can download the app. We do also work with referral practices, organizations for people who do want face-to-face or phone counseling.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you typically, one would sort of prescribe, sometimes it's medication that needs to be prescribed or a number of like counseling sessions that needs to be prescribed. How do you guys sort of do the assessment first, or is there an assessment, or is this mostly like a place for you to find someone to talk to?
So the self-assessment test is how we actually know. So for example, there are questions on there. One of them would be, are you suicidal? And in that case, if somebody indicates yes, it becomes a red flag. And we're able to reach out to them and actually refer them to somebody close to them or an organization that deals with face-to-face counseling or therapy. Yeah.
Someone here says, hey Joyce, I'm Mercy Ogola. I really love the topic. I want to ask the guest, where can I find Inuka Wellness? I really need help.
Yeah. So can she go to Google Play Store and look Inuka Wellness, download it, sign up, and you can book a session right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mercy, it is online. It's not a physical place, and you don't offer any sort of alternative like physical location type
No,
counseling?
we don't, which is why we have our partners that do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you're able to refer someone, but it's once they've gone through
Exactly.
the self-assessment
Yes.
online. All right. So once again, for those of you asking about how to get in touch with them, it is an app that you do need to download onto your smartphone. It's available on the Google Play Store. It's called Inuka Wellness, and there's a self-assessment test that is absolutely free, and once you do that, then I guess they're able to continue forward with you. So on average, do you know how many sessions one should expect to
Yeah.
sort of engage with on the app?
So we have seen from our users and their feedback 4 sessions. After 4 sessions, actually 82% of our users said their mental health challenges were cut in half. So we do recommend normally 4 sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's, you said it is 600 shillings, or it's from 600 shillings?
It is per session. So 4 sessions would be 2,500 shillings.
Okay. And
Yeah.
in comparison to other counseling, like if someone was to walk into, because again, affordability is a big factor here.
Exactly.
How does that compare to, I guess, just a regular counseling session?
So I think we're extremely affordable. I know counseling can range from anywhere between 1,500 all the way to 10,000 Kenya shillings per hour. So I would say we're really actually on the lower end right now. Very affordable.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like more than half.
Yeah.
And the session, when you say session, is it an hour long, or how long?
Yeah, so 60-minute sessions.
60-minute
exactly.
session for about half the price, less than half the price
Yeah.
of what you would get if you were to go to, a regular counselor. So I know a lot of people really struggle about opening up, but I think this initiative is particularly cool because you can literally do it from home, and they've done it in an anonymous way, so you don't have to worry about people finding out your information. And especially for those who really struggle to open up, this would be a good place to start, right? At
Exactly.
least try out the 4 sessions, and thereafter, hopefully you can graduate into something else should you need even further help. Thank you so much,
Thank
though, for
you.
coming onto the show. It's been great talking to you, and well done on the app and the launch of it. I've been talking to Ann Kiza Gakunu, who's the Chief Brand Officer at Inuka Wellness. I do appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.